What's going on, you guys? It's me, Anarchy Ninja. So, Battlefield Hardline has been announced, which is going to be the next Battlefield in case anybody didn't know that. And, I don't know. I'm going to give you my thoughts on it. First of all, I got kind of nervous when I heard a new Battlefield was in the works. I'm not going to lie, because we all know the state of Battlefield 4. It sucks. It's still broke. They haven't really fixed it. It's been 7 months. So I was getting kind of nervous. Now, we all know when we hear a game a year from like a franchise, just like Call of Duty has a new Call of Duty game every year, even though they turn out to be pretty freaking close to the same. I know a lot of Battlefield fans are going to be nervous about the game a year, because I for one, I'm kind of in the same way. Hopefully though, since it's different creators, I know the Call of Duty does the same thing, but hopefully they'll change it, and hopefully it'll be good. They can each put a good amount of time and put a good amount of effort into making the game. But from what I saw, they showed the trailer that was going to be at E3, and they were going to mainly announce it at E3. The trailer got leaked, and then it got taken down, and then it got put up again, and they're probably going to get taken down again. But with the ways of the internet, we probably got the trailer for life. If I can, I'll try to put a link in the description. If it's still up, I'll check the link before, because they've been taking the videos down. So I don't know, maybe they'll take this video down, even though I'm not really showing anything. But one thing I noticed, the single player everybody's talking about is a lot like a TV show. They try to make it a little more dramatic and drama into it, a lot of action. Try to get you into it, because, you know, Battlefield single players lately have not been that good, to be honest. They're trying to put more of a storyline in it, which I think is good, but, you know, I'm not here for single player trailers, you know what I mean? I mean, even in single player, they got actors from, like, certain shows. Not going to go into names and none of that. Hopefully, if the trailer still works, you get to get it from there, but, I'm just reading through some of my notes I got. You could choose to be like a good cop or a bad cop on single player. So it's not just, you know, one story, you do this, you do this, you do that. You could choose which way you want to go. It gives you options, which gives single player replayability, which is good. I know a lot of you guys like single player. I don't mind playing through it once, but you don't want to get it all carried away with playing single player all the time. But another thing, it kind of reminds me of Payday. Now, I'm not saying graphics or gameplay-wise, but kind of like the genre of the game. You know, cops and robbers, bad guys going after each other. You got bank heists. You got to escape, steal the money, blood money, all these type of game modes, which I actually think are going to be good. I think it's going to be good to get away from the whole Battlefield style. You know, let the Battlefield that just came out make the huge, big Battlefield, you know, 64 players. I'm not sure the player count for Hardline. I did not hear that. If it's in the video, I apologize. Maybe you could put in the comments if you know how many players is going to be allowed in it. Like I said, they're going to be releasing it at E3. Or not releasing the game, but releasing more info at E3, I should say, like the trailers and stuff. And, I don't know. I'm kind of excited for it. Now, some of the notes I got, the game modes. It looks like it's going to be smaller pace game modes, which is good for competitive. Now, Battlefield 4 competitive, not really that good. It's kind of picking up, but even then, it took a long time, and it's just kind of sloppy. Can't really compare to other FPS competitive games. So hopefully Hardline will be the Battlefield competitive game. Since they're probably going to be making a whole bunch of different Battlefields now, because everybody's still waiting for Bad Company 3, which I'm kind of skeptical will be coming out anytime soon. A lot of people wanted this new Battlefield that was going to be coming out to be Bad Company, but obviously it's not going to be it. Maybe next year, but at the same time, I don't know. That'll be interesting to see. Let me know your thoughts on it. Do you guys still think Bad Company 3 is coming out? I want it to come out personally. I know a lot of you guys do as well, but I just don't know what they're going to do anymore. But I am kind of looking forward to Hardline. Like I said, I was kind of hesitant in the beginning, but watching the trailer, it looked kind of exciting. I mean, there's not going to be as many guns in the game, which I know is going to be a huge problem with a lot of Battlefield fans, because, you know, a lot of Battlefield people, they want 1,000 guns in the game to make it. Now, me, on the other hand, I want a smooth running game, and then I could play. You know, I don't mind not having a whole bunch of guns. There's still a lot of guns, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying like there's only 2 or something, but compared to like Battlefield 4, let's say, compared to this one that's coming out, there's going to be less guns, and I know that's going to cause a lot of people some problems. A lot of people are going to be complaining about the graphics, but honestly, the graphics didn't look much worse to me. But I know a lot of people are huge graphics fans, which, again, I kind of feel like Battlefield Visceral Games is trying to, they're the ones making it, by the way, they're trying to change from the Battlefield thing. They're trying to make smaller pace action for competitive, it looked like, and more tactical into the gameplay. Here, Battlefield 4, there's not really much teamwork that goes into it. You could say there is, but there's not. You know, everybody just go cap a flag. You know, do this, go do that, go arm a bomb. There's not really any strategy behind it, for the most part. You could play competitive and get some of it, but I don't know, it just doesn't feel like there's that team cohesion. It just kind of feels like everybody's running around randomly, sniping from a hill over here, jihad jeeping over here. You know, it's not like everybody's playing to win, which, you do that, that's fine. They're going to have that in that game, but I feel like the game modes are more centered around competitive style, which got a lot of the competitive community excited, myself included. A lot of people have been calling it like the Counter-Strike of Battlefield, which is good because Counter-Strike is a very competitive game, obviously. Me, myself, I want to play competitive. I don't really care for it on BF4. So hopefully this Battlefield game can kind of like come in and try to compete in the competitive world. That would be great. Let me see. What other notes did I get? Let me see. I don't know. Maps are going to be in America. I don't really care where the maps are, but I know a lot of you guys are going to like that. That's one of the notes I wrote down. It's going to be like in Los Angeles and like a SWAT team style. It kind of reminds me of Rainbow Six. Like, you know, those type of maps, you're in Vegas and that sort of stuff. Like, here we're going to be in Los Angeles, which is going to be good. I don't mind maps like that. It look good. You still get all the vehicles, you guys. You still get jets, you get helicopters, you get jeeps with machine guns. So it's going to be like that. I don't recall seeing any tanks. They might. Correct me if I'm wrong. I kind of haven't watched the trailer in a while. Kind of skipping my brain at the moment. But there's still going to be vehicles. There's still going to be a lot of action. There's game modes where you have to, the robbers have to steal the money and then outrun the police. A lot of people had a problem with Payday when you get the money out of the bank and all you got to do is get to a van and game over. Here you got to actually outrun, get in the pursuit, which is going to be good. It looks like a lot of fun. Going to be some fun game modes, and it will be good for teams to play against each other. I'm talking about actual teams, not just random people in the game. So that's why everybody's getting excited about competitive. It might work. Hopefully Battlefield can actually do it. Please don't tell me it's going to be where they'll release private servers 7 months after release, because that's going to just kill the competitive off. So they didn't say if they would or not on the trailer. Obviously, that's probably not one of their priorities. But they really need to release it, private servers from the beginning, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think about that. And also, they are going to be having Levolution in it. Now, me, I don't mind Levolution. It looks awesome. I know, it's amazing. But is it going to bring all the connectivity problems and like the frame drops as well, like Battlefield 4 does? If it doesn't, I have no problem with Levolution being there. But it just gets kind of old every time, you know, like on Hanen Resort, the building falls, everything starts skipping and all that, you know, and when the dam falls on Langkang Dam. That map's always laggy. Let's just be real here. That map's always laggy, but it gets worse then. You know, that's just some of the things I noticed about it. Let me know what you guys think about it. Are you guys excited for the new Battlefield? You excited for the new game modes? I don't know, but I know a lot of people are going to have a problem with it. I myself, I was kind of the same way in the beginning. I'm kind of looking forward to it now, but when you start thinking that Battlefield 4 has been out for 7 months, give or take, and they haven't really fixed anything, I mean, it's pretty sad. I mean, I was like, you're already making a new Battlefield. I know it's not the same exact people, but it's just like, do we really need another one when the first one's not even working properly and they're taking their sweet time? You know what I mean? So, hopefully, though, the way I'm looking at it is, since it's not really the same people, they're kind of competing amongst themselves to see who can have the best Battlefield game, right? So, hopefully that means Battlefield 4 will be fixed up and running before Hardline comes out. That's my hope. That, hey, maybe it will start like a in-game, in-house competition, I guess, if you want to call it that, and they'll fix the game faster. And hopefully, Hardline, when it is released, they haven't officially announced a release date. Personally, me, I think it will be at sometime this year, because it wouldn't make sense to release it a year or 2 years after Battlefield 4. Would it make sense? Because then it just doesn't make sense. You're gonna have 3 different Battlefields possibly being made, and you need to split them up. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be one every year at that point. You can't do the 2-year thing, otherwise you're gonna have 2 being released at the same time, which is just bad for business and won't happen. So that's why everybody's saying it's gonna be released at this time. Visceral, from what everybody's saying, didn't really have much announced for this year. So that's why everybody's getting kind of excited that maybe Hardline's gonna come out this year. They didn't have any other huge games that were gonna be released. So anyway, let me know your guys' thoughts. You guys excited or not? You looking forward to it? Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And like I said, I will try to put the link in the description. And if the link does not work, it's probably because Battlefield had it removed. I'm sorry, but there's probably ways you can find links out there. This is one of the links I used, and it worked fine. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you leave a like. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day.